What's going on, guys? We are playing Boating Simulator 2021 today. We're out here just cruising around on our little jet boat. I'm just kidding. We're playing MX versus ATV all out today, and we're taking a look at the Emerald Key freeride location, and I'm starting off in a side-by-side today to try and maybe do things slightly different. And maybe to point out there's something about the game that maybe people didn't realize is you can drive on water for indefinite periods of time. Because if you look at my speed at the bottom right there, you will see as I drive here, the speed increases. Which means I'm accelerating over the water, which means I am now Jesus. So we can drive around as much as we want on the surface of the water here, and nothing can touch us. We're just a little wake boat here, driving around, having fun. I wonder if I can do a donut on the water. Let's find out. I have to wait, get some speed up and see how tight of a circle we can drive on the water, because this is kind of ridiculous, but we'll see what happens. We go full tilt. Okay, I can't quite do a donut on the water. But, yeah, today we're going to be checking out this free ride location. There's some ramps we're going to hit and some other stuff, but today, what I've been doing with this, I've been playing this for about half an hour now, and this is my second time trying to record a video, because the first time something changed in my Windows settings. I had the gain dialed all the way down on my microphone, and it was just peaking absolutely like crazy. So I had to change some settings in Windows, and now I hopefully think the microphone's sounding okay. So second take at recording this video, so now I've got a more clear-cut plan of what I'm going to do in it. And we're starting off here just by taking the side-by-side around the track here at the freeride location, because I honestly kind of enjoyed doing this. I was having fun driving the side-by-side around in the games. It kind of almost drives closer to like real ones do than they have in previous games. And it's making me think back to, we'll go into a bit of a story time moment here. So, before I ended up living in the middle of Windows XP, middle of a cornfield where I am now, I worked at Articat for about a year. And while I was there, I was in the compliance department. I do kind of miss it, since it was, everybody down there was definitely a lot of good people there. And it was at least, I think it was a more interesting job than what I'm currently doing. But I had to move for other reasons outside of work. I had to move locations, and now I'm here. But it was, one of the things I got to do there that I'm really grateful I got to, it was a lot of fun, is there was a couple of vehicles I got to take around the test track. I got to ride the Altera 600 around the test track for a bit, back when it was still a prototype before it was announced, and in addition to that, before those came out, I got to, I was tasked with driving one down to Minneapolis in that company truck and trailer to do some testing on one before they were released, which was fun, when I had one of two running prototypes at the time on probably a $600 sled trailer going down to the cities, which that was fun. But the other thing I was getting at, why I'm driving around like this in the game right now, is I got to drive a couple side-by-sides around the test track there. I got to do a Wildcat trail, which was interesting. Didn't really care for it because it was super narrow, and you could feel, every time you turn it, you could feel the wheels coming off the ground. The thing was starting to roll because the thing was built to be super narrow to fit down trails. And fun story, one of the people there that was driving that flipped the Wildcat trail within one lap of the test track. They flipped it. But the other thing I got to do was drive a Wildcat XX, which is like the mini trophy truck Articat makes, which is that Robbie Gordon kind of got what he wanted out of it to have everything set up his way. And it was an interesting experience, since it didn't drive like anything else I've driven before. There's no radius rods in the back. It's an actual trailing arm set up on it. And all the bumps, everything floated over everything super smoothly. But I started driving this thing around in first person and realized, oh, this is kind of similar to how they actually drove. If we ignore all these ridiculous controls you have in the air here, like the whole thing body rolls a lot to the side when you go to turn, but then once it squats, it's there and it stays planted. It was a lot of fun, and the reason I'm doing this, I don't think too many people have probably done this in this game yet, so this might be maybe new content for some people. I don't know. I think at this point it's mostly just story time is what anybody's here for. But yeah, after that, it was a fun experience getting to drive that, and I kind of want to get one, but money and other things I need right now. And the other kicker is I do live like 10 or 20 minutes away from what's called a supercross, but I guess it's kind of like a small arena cross track, and I'm kind of looking at getting potentially a 450 for next season to have something to take to said track, since their memberships, the way it works there is you apparently pay $100 a year as a membership fee, and then you get to show up and ride as much as you want any day you want. So I'm kind of looking forward to that next year to hopefully get a 450. I think a 350, like we're about to hop on here, is what I would actually want. But those seem to cost so much that a 450 appears to be cheaper than trying. God, this menu is this controller is not like this. Scroll to the menu. But the 450s seem to be cheaper than a 350, and realistically, I'm not looking to race anything. I'm literally just looking to do it for fun, since I apparently drive past the track every day on my way to and from work. And yeah, I think that could be fun. If anybody's remotely interested in that, let me know, because I could potentially pick up one of the new GoPros that'll apparently do like 4K at 120 frames a second, something ridiculous. And I could look into doing that and trying to do some more videos while I suck at riding on the track, since, let's be real, I'm going to be horrible at it, but I might actually learn something. If it's $100 a year, it's a lot more affordable, and I go past it every day. It's really nearby, so I could actually potentially learn something from it. Who knows? We'll see. If anybody's interested in seeing how that turns out, let me know. But other than that, we'll get on to some more content here. We'll do some try and do some freestyle runs, since this is one of the areas where they did try and at least put some jumps together for you, so you could link together some freestyle tricks. They don't seem to flow together as well as they have in the past, like in Reflex, again, since everybody always goes back to that as being the holy grail of all of these games. They had all the stuff in the free ride where everything like chained together smoothly, whereas in this it's all just kind of seems to be scattered about, and you're on your own to find a way, and they don't all seem to link up in any meaningful way. It's like, okay, I hit that, and I land here, and then I just boosted out of this, I guess, and then we crash into this hillside. It's like they don't really seem to chain together so much in this game, but we'll give it a try. We'll try and find some lines through here and play around with it a little bit. Maybe this will do... Nope, no it won't. That seems to be the common trend of this game. But this does, at least... Since there's a new game coming out, I've been playing around with this, trying to get a little bit more used to these controls, and it's definitely... It's different than Reflex, but I wouldn't say it's bad. Once you get used to it, I do actually really enjoy playing this game. There's a lot of new cool tricks you can do. You can apparently just bounce off your rear tire like that. You can do body varials, you can do all kinds of stuff. I like how the multiplier chains together, so it encourages you to do stoppies and stuff to try and... Oh, you didn't even count my stoppie. Boo. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll jump back out, and we'll try and find some actual ways to maybe link some stuff together here. I see if there's a ramp over here I don't think we've hit yet. Maybe. I think you guys see the one I'm aiming for. We're going to go for it, and we'll see what's on the other side. Oh, apparently this is... I think you're supposed to launch that down to here, but then that sets you up to hit this jump, which puts you out into literally nowhere. Wow, it didn't score my stoppie either. Wow, game. Okay, so stoppies apparently just are not worth anything anymore, apparently. Let's see, we'll try and do a bike flip, backflip over this gap. I don't know what that was, but that was, seemed like a glitch that first time. I don't know what happened with that. But I see a booter over here that looks like it's at a pretty steep angle. We haven't hit this one yet. Okay, this one we're going to have to play with, because that one seems like there might be potential for some pretty big tricks and big landings. There, we'll wind this guy back up, and we'll drop a waypoint over here if we can. Alright, perfect. Let's try this. Let's try this ramp next, though. Okay, and... Okay, so this one dumps us into here. I need to do some tricks other than just the body varial over and over. Let's try this guy this time. Try and do a knack flip if we can. Oh, no, it's a bike flip. Where's the knack? Oh, that's a body varial. Where's the... Oh, okay, that's how I do a knack. Okay. Let me try this again here. I want to try and land something big here. We'll see if it lets us. Almost got a knack triple flip, but I think, you guys see what I'm seeing there? It looks like you could possibly land something really big across this. You hit it just right. Okay, so we need a little bit more distance out of that. We might need to change up to the 450. we came this far, we're gonna have to make it happen. Well, that's a good way to get dizzy. Holy crap, we're not doing that again. Okay. So I think we got 80% preload on it that time, and we almost got what we wanted out of it. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Boom. Sextuple backflip. That's why this game's a little bit ridiculous with the way the flips work. You can go all kinds of. It feels like it's like a BMX video game or something. It's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but for dirt bikes. But you can just bust out these ridiculous. Yeah. Have I proven my point about? You can't backflip whoops like in Supercross Encore. I think you could literally backflip the whoop of a super. I'm pretty sure I even have a video doing that where I literally backflip the whoop of a Supercross track because that was kind of ridiculous. With this, you can't. I don't think you can backflip low stuff quite as easily as you could in the other game, but you can definitely do some pretty ridiculous. Once you get the bike spinning, it's like you just keep gaining speed and gaining speed and gaining speed, and you start flipping at insane paces. But yeah, beyond that, we'll go for a lap of what appears to be a Nationals track that's here somewhere. Why can I not find it? Oh, here we go. No, we already did that in the side-by-side. This is where there's a few tracks in here I'm trying to find. Is this guy. Okay, we'll do a couple laps of this track, and then we're going to be done for the video. Try and do a little bit first persons. I do think they got the reason I like the first person in this game is it does feel like one of the big steps in the right direction they took. I think the first person camera in this game, they nailed it, and it works very well. That's why I'm kind of looking for a new graphics card so I can play some other games, because there's a new Battlefield coming out, and there's a new Halo I've been having fun with, but I'm still on the GTX 970, so I need a new graphics card. At least upgraded to Ryzen 5 3600 now, so I'm not on an old AMD Bulldozer CPU anymore, but I desperately need a new graphics card to play games. But I kind of think that this game seems like it'd be a lot of fun to play this in VR. With the way they got their first-person camera set up, and this is just amazing. They're bust out a bike flip, since that trick can happen ridiculously fast. And we'll do a little first-person lap here, because I don't know, if you guys like the first-person camera, let me know. If you don't, I'll stop doing it in videos. But this game especially, it seems like they got it very right with this. And it makes me feel like I'm actually riding a dirt bike, so I can do this before I get back into doing it in real life. I don't know, we'll see. Bust out another trick there, since the Nationals tracks, or I guess the race tracks, seem to have better flow to them than the freestyle tracks do, so your best bet for doing tricks in this game seems like it's to just bust them out on a Nationals track. And we jumped off the side of the track there because we weren't paying attention. Do a heel clicker up, and we'll just land in it. We'll case it, and we'll actually try and go for a slightly faster lap now if we can keep ourselves on the track for once. I forgot the clutch boost in this game is also pretty ridiculous, so you can just use that as a little speed turbo button there. Pretty sideways with that, and coming around, we'll go for one more lap here. We'll try and actually put a lap up, something resembling a lap together if I can keep myself on the track, but let's be real, I'm not known for being especially fast in any of these games. I got the sextuple backflip in the video though, and that's what I really wanted. But yeah, that's kind of wrapping it up. I guess that was my ramblings for the weekend. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. If you want more stories, I'm sure I can think of some from either college or my time at Arctic, or not sure I want to talk about where I'm at right now, because I like the fact that I'm living in the middle of. I have fiber optic internet, but I live in the middle of a cornfield. I can shoot a rifle off my back porch, and nobody knows where I'm at. It's kind of nice. And we got a little RC track out front, and yeah, it's been fun. The job's quite a bit different now. Long story short, now I see parts and I turn them into sheet metal, and that's how I'm currently making a living. But who knows? We're getting back into this. Maybe this picks back up. We'll see. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I will leave you guys with. We'll find something to do a double backflip off of. We could probably just double backflip right in the middle of the track to end the video. 1, 2, 3, triple backflip. Okay, we'll end the video with a smooth step-up triple backflip into a front flip down the hill. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed MX vs. ATV All Out, please let me know. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know in the comments, and I will keep that in mind when we do our next weekly upload, since I'll try and at least get one video out on the weekends now, between real life and everything else. Thanks for watching. If you actually made it this far, let me know in the comments who deserve a cookie, and we'll take note of who deserves cookies in the comments who actually watches these to the end. See ya.